Hey guys, so it's a lot later and I haven't actually been able to clean my room today as I had planned before, but I had to go pick up some paperwork at the university. I had to check on some medication. It still wasn't ready, and then it was ready at 6, but I no longer had a ride to go pick it up, so it's just been exhausting. And then I just got lost on the internet and watching videos to kind of relax my brain, which is also one of the things that I wanted to talk about. So there are several goals that I set aside for myself for this kind of like break period in which I feel I'm going to get the most out of it. So I was planning to go back to work part-time for at least a week in retail, and the thing is, I'm not sure how healthy that'll be for me. I know that would be great for my wallet because I am completely broke, but I also don't want it to come at the cost of me bailing on my job once I get back and like burning out through that. I really don't want to do that. So I'm still considering that, and I will update that later on. But it brought me to a realization that I need to, set some clear goals. And not like daily goals, because I have like my very thought out plan of the workout routines I'm gonna do, the not really like a meal prep plan because I really depend on what I have and what I can get, and I don't have a lot of money right now to buy more groceries and things like that, so I'm just going to make do with what I have, and I still only have healthy things, so it won't be that bad. But in any case, these are my goals for now until the end of the year, and I hope to continue many of these on to the new year, but this is just like short-term goals. I just want this to happen, and then I can kind of refresh and start off at a new place. So the first one is lose weight. Now, this is not a vanity thing, it's a health thing. I was asked by my doctor to lose some weight. I am not, heavily overweight or anything. I'm not really fat, but just losing weight with the conditions I have is important. I have blood pressure issues and neurological problems that would benefit greatly from me being a little more slender. So that's one of the goals. And actually, I have like a numerical goal. It's 197 pounds by the 31st. I'm being very reasonable with this, just being, I was 201 when they weighed me at the doctor's office. I am over 6 feet, so it's not as bad as it sounds. Because when people say I'm like 150 something and I'm 160 something, and I hear people like, oh, I feel so fat, I'm like 180. I'm like, I'm 200 pounds, but okay, But then they're like several inches shorter than me, so I understand. I really can't be the same weight and be healthy as a friend who's really skinny and is like 4'9". It's not logical. I have more bone mass, more muscle mass, more skin mass, more hair. It's just logically, okay, scientifically impossible. Now, I know that there are models that are like 100 pounds, and good for them, I guess. They do follow very strict regimens, and that is their whole job, to maintain their body at that weight. And yes, it probably could be done. Is it very healthy? I doubt it. But I don't want to look like a model. I just need to lose a few pounds to be a little healthier and maintain a healthy lifestyle. I have been losing weight. So the last time that I had checked was maybe about a month ago, and I was 205. So going down 4 pounds for a month, I think, is really good. And so till the end of the month, I'm only giving myself another 4 pounds because I'm actually going to actively exercise and be a little more wary of my diet. So I think I can do it. It's so Let's hope I can. So that is one. Then meditate every day 10 minutes. And my main goal is, yes, to do a whole 10 minutes every day and to not miss more than one day until the 31st. So I'm giving myself a 1 day leeway because I have migraine issues, and sometimes there's just days where I can't do anything. I can't move. I can't get up to go to the bathroom. And I can't open my eyes because of the pain and the light sensitivity. It's really, really, really severe. And the rescue medication doesn't really work anymore. I do have some, and it helps a little bit, and they upped my dosage, and they asked me to take some other medications as well. So hopefully that'll help lessen it a little bit, but I am giving myself some slack in that sense, where I am allowed to miss 1 day of meditation and 1 day of workout from here to the 31st, just in case like something like that were to happen. I really don't want it to happen, but just taking precautions. Because then if I do miss a day because I'm sick, I will feel more guilty for not thinking about it ahead of time. So yeah. The next one is clean my room. This is one that I mentioned before, and something I really need to do. I will link the video in which I start the first update on the Clean My Room playlist, I guess. Will be linked in the card for easy access. Pack everything up. I am wanting to move in January, so I want to pack as much up as I can. I will be working in January, so I will definitely need some stuff out, like my clothes and things like that, but there are certain clothes that I can completely put away because it won't be necessary. Like, I'm going to have a full-time teaching position. I won't need my super Dragon Ball Super t-shirts and my Batman t-shirts, like, that's not gonna go to school with me. And yeah, I'll leave some stuff for like the weekend, but I'll try and pack up as much as I can. Any summer clothes can be packed, definitely. Not that I have that many. I don't really own shorts or short skirts or anything like that, which, considering where I live, I probably should. But yeah, so I'm putting a lot of that away and making sure I can pack as much as I can. Like, anything that I really am not needing for work and everyday life and a couple of weekends, I can put away. Take care of my skin routine. So I set out daily and once a week thing. So daily, I don't need to wash my face twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. Tone twice a day, morning and night, and moisturize twice a day. Now, the kind of toner, kind of wash, the kind of moisturizer I didn't specify, so that I can give myself a little leeway, and sunscreen daily as well, just before going out. Now, I do own a lot of like BB creams and CC creams and stuff like that already have SPF in them, so I'm not considering that, but I am considering sunscreen in the rest of my body. I do have very delicate skin. I used to have it so bad where if I went outside without sunscreen and I was under the sun for like more than 2 minutes, my skin would start bubbling up. I don't know if that's something or not, but yeah, kind of like hot glue gun burn. Those little bubbles that you get from that. So I just thought, it's probably very sensitive skin. And the few times that I mentioned it to doctors, they said, yeah, it's probably sensitive skin. Make sure you have enough sunscreen and you reapply whenever you're going out again, if a few hours have passed. So I'm going to make it a case to buy like a tiny version of sunscreen and keep it on my purse at all times and refill it when I need to refill it. So yeah. Then the once a week is a scrub mask once a week, a moisturizing mask once a week, and a refreshing mask once a week. So I have several kinds of face products that I never really use, and I really want to give them some use. So I'm going to do some sort of scrub or exfoliating mask once a week. Moisturizing, kind of those sheet masks once a week, or one of those like leave-in night moisturizing masks. And then a refreshing masks. I have like a few clay masks and just like overall like jelly kind of masks that aren't, like super moisturizing, like leave-in or sheet masks, but they're still like doing good things for your skin, I guess. So one of those once a week, one of each once a week. So essentially, one day a week, I would have one kind of those moisturizing masks. I don't know if I'm going to do like Monday the scrub mask, and Wednesday the this mask, and the Friday the that mask, and then the next week I could change it up if I want to, and do like a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday kind of thing. I left it very open to where I just have to like check off that I'm doing each one once a week. Drink 2 liters of water every day. So water is very important, and the medication that I take is also very dehydrating. So I need to make it a point to remind myself to drink a lot of water. I do drink a lot more water now than I did before. I used to hate water, like utterly hate water, but I've moved to a point where I drink a lot of water now. And I think most of that also came when I started taking the migraine and the blood pressure medication. It's very dehydrating, and it makes me thirsty, so I inherently drink more water. Then a few work things, and make sure to make at least 3 video updates a week. At least like upload 3 video updates a week. Like I definitely plan to update every day, several times a day, but like actually edit and upload at least 3 times a week. Walk 1,000 steps every day besides the workout. So I want to work out every day and do 10,000 steps every day. I need to keep myself moving. I need to build my stamina and endurance because I really have none. I got diagnosed with asthma when I was 13, I believe. 12, 13, somewhere around there. I always had kind of a hard time with sports because I had trouble breathing, but it wasn't until I actually got the diagnosis and got the medications that I was asked, you need to, take it down a notch with exercise and make sure your lungs are healthy again, and then you can go back. But then it was really hard to go back because I gained a lot of weight because of the medications. There's corticosteroids, and they just bloat you up whether you want them to or not. And it's not really like fat bloating. It's just you kind of balloon out, and it's hard to lose that weight. And it's not only me saying that, thinking that I'm balloon weight and it's not my fault or whatever. I know that like I can work out more and probably lose that weight, yes, but it's scientific evidence. This weight is a lot harder to lose because it's not actual fat. So it's like reactions in your body. And the last one is take 2 hours to myself every day. I tend to binge watch TV a lot, and if I have nothing else to do, then sure, I'll watch a lot of stuff, but I am giving myself the rule of 2 hours a day. Now, this is going to be very, very difficult for me. I tend to do much more than that when I have the chance. But that also takes away from my sleep, and it takes away from time that I could be doing more productive things. So I'm going to try and be as productive as I can, and if I really have more than 2 hours to spare during the day, especially now in the holidays, that I'm not going back home and I'm all by myself here, I'm definitely going to have a lot more free time to, watch whatever I want to watch or do whatever I want to do. But not a lot of places are open. I can't really go out. So just giving myself that benchmark for when I do have things to do, I think is important. And just kind of starting to build myself up to going back to work and not having as much free time as expected, and actually keeping up with all the other stuff I want to do. So yeah, maybe I'll watch a video while I work out, or I'll play an audiobook while I take a shower, so that I can actually get to enjoy things that I like more, and more than 2 hours. But to actually just sit down and watch TV, I'm just giving myself 2 hours a day. Yes, I usually watch YouTube or something while I'm eating. I'm not going to count that as part of my 2 hours. It's just as soon as I've done the dishes, everything is done in the kitchen, that is when my 2 hours would start counting off. So yeah, these are my goals for now until the 31st. If anybody else is watching this and decides to do this as well, let me know your goals in a comment. That'd be very interesting to hear. That is it for me and this update. I've been talking for way too long, being very detailed about my goals, but I think it's important to give myself this to keep myself accountable. So that's it.